This is a quick introduction to Creative Commons licenses. There are three layers to a Creative Commons license, one for lawyers, one for regular humans, and one for machines. The legal code is the base layer. It is written from a lawyer's perspective and contains the conditions that are legally enforceable in court. This is just one portion of the legal code for a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license. The second layer, or the Commons Deed, is the one that's written in lay terms. It explains the key license terms in a way that regular humans should be able to understand. This is an example also for the CC Attribution 4.0 license. Finally, there's a machine-readable version of the license. It summarizes the license in a way that search engines and other types of technology can understand. Check out the attached link if you would like to learn more about the CC rights expression language, also called CC-REL, that is used for machines. There are 4 license elements to a Creative Commons license. The first, BY, stands for attribution. The person inside the circle denotes that you need to attribute the person who created the work. The second is non-commercial. The $ with a slash through it shows that this work cannot be used for commercial purposes. The third is for share alike. When you see this element on a license, that means future iterations of this work must be shared using the same type of license on the original work. And finally, the fourth element means no derivatives. Let's see how these 4 elements can be combined into the 6 different Creative Commons licenses. Here is a spectrum of copyright options. The Creative Commons licenses can combine the elements we just discussed in 6 ways, and all are ways of modifying traditional copyright with its all rights reserved to be less restrictive, but still retain more rights than dedicating the work to the public domain, which can be done with the CC0 license. Let's work our way up the 6 Creative Commons licenses from most to least restrictive. The most restrictive license is an Attribution Non-Commercial No Derivatives license, or BY-NC-ND. It allows people to use and share the unadapted work for non-commercial purposes only and requires attribution of the author. A similar license, Attribution No Derivatives license, or BYND, prevents sharing adaptions and requires attribution, but would allow use of the unadapted work in a commercial context. Works with no derivatives licenses don't meet the definition of open that's used for open educational resources or open sources of information like Wikipedia. This is because they don't allow adaption of the work, which is a key aspect of open. 2 licenses that do allow adaption and remixing, but don't allow commercial use, are the Attribution Non-Commercial Share Alike license, or BY-NC-SA, and Attribution Non-Commercial license, or BY-NC. Both allow people to use the work for non-commercial purposes only, and only as long as they give attribution to the creator. The BY-NC-SA license additionally requires that derivative works are shared with others under the same license. Note that non-commercial depends on the use, not the user. So a person at a for-profit company could reuse a non-commercially licensed work as long as they did not make money off of it. Anyone, including someone working for a nonprofit, is prohibited from selling content with an NC license. The Attribution Share Alike license, or BYSA, is a copyleft license. It allows people to use and modify the work for any purpose, even commercially, as long as they make any adaptions they share available to others under the same or a compatible license. They also have to attribute the creator of the work. This is the license required for content uploaded to Wikipedia. Finally, the attribution license, or the BY license, allows modification and commercial use of the work, but the creator must still be attributed. In summary, there are 6 Creative Commons licenses. 2 of these licenses don't allow derivatives, ND. 3 of these don't allow commercial reuse, NC. And 2 have the share alike element, which requires derivative works to be licensed under the same or compatible license. The least restrictive license only requires attribution of the creator. What if you have a work and you don't even require attribution? You could license it under the CC0 license, which means you dedicate it to the public domain. One thing to keep in mind is that exceptions and limitations to copyright, including fair use, still apply to Creative Commons licensed material, and a Creative Commons license cannot be added to a work that's already in the public domain. You cannot use a Creative Commons license to be more restrictive than how the original license for the work would be. Except where otherwise noted, a quick introduction to Creative Commons licenses by Emily Reagan is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 international license.